Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Well, you know that I always love to share my favorite products with you and things that I love, but today I have a bag full of a whole lot of fails to share with you. Now I have everything in this bag from skincare to hair care, body care, and makeup, all of products that just did not work out for me. All right, so let's go ahead. We will jump in and get started. All right, the first fail is something that I purchased last summer, and this is the Coppertone Glow Protect and Tan, which is an SPF of 30, but it is also supposed to contain a gradual self-tanner. So I thought it sounded absolutely perfect because if I put this on my legs and have an SPF and also a gradual self-tanner, I thought that sounded amazing. But what happened when I used this product is that it gave me absolutely no color development at all. I wore this 2 days in a row where I should have seen at least like some type of color and nothing. Now I usually don't like a real dark tan anyways, but I want a little something, and this just was completely lacking in color. So I thought this was going to be a great idea, but it turned out to be a really big fail for me. Next we have, this is the Inky list, this is the Exosome Hydra Glow Complex. When this product came out, there was a whole lot of buzz about it because this product here claims that it boosts collagen production by 300%. 300%. I mean, how could you not want to try it if it's going to boost your collagen by 300%? Well, this is not the only one that I went through. I emptied 2 of these and felt like it did absolutely nothing for my skin. What I ended up doing on the second bottle is that sometimes it's hard to see changes in the skin on my face because, you know, I'm using other skincare. So what I did is I applied this Exosome serum to one hand and then not the other to see if I could compare and if there was any difference with the hand that I applied this. There was absolutely no change in the hand that I applied this to. So for me, those wildish claims that it can boost your collagen production at 300%, going through 2 bottles of this, I did not see that. I think you would notice a real difference in my skin if I had a collagen boost of 300%, don't you think? So for me, this just was overhyped and really underperformed. The next fail is the Coco and Eve. This is the Bond Building Pre-Shampoo Treatment. And the reason that this was a fail for me is that essentially it's just because I don't like the extra step. This treatment here requires that you wet your hair, apply this, then leave it on for at least 10 minutes. And it says at least 10 minutes, which makes you think that if you leave it on longer, it would be better, right? And then you have to go back into the shower to rinse and then shampoo and condition. So I just don't like having the extra step of having to wet my hair, then get back into the shower after 10 minutes. It's just very unappealing to me. And then when I did use this, I just didn't notice that my hair looked or felt any better. And I guess I always compare all bond repair treatments to K18, which is my favorite. And after I use K18, even to this day, my hair looks and feels better right after application. This did not do that. So the fact that it's like an extra step that I just don't want to do, and I didn't really notice any immediate differences after using this, that is why this was a fail for me. The next product, this is the Dermactin Crepe Be Gone Cream. And I was influenced to buy this product after seeing it on TikTok. And the women that were raving about this neck cream were showing pictures of their neck that just looked so tight and firm after they had used this cream. So anything that makes necks firmer and less crepey, I always want to try, so I purchased it. And to me, this did absolutely nothing to make my neck look better. It, to me, is just a moisturizer, and it's not even a good moisturizer at that. My skin actually felt a little bit dry at the end of the day. So I'm not exactly sure why this works so well on the ladies' necks that I saw on TikTok that were raving about it. For me, it did absolutely nothing. The next fail, this is the Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation. And this was another one that I was influenced to buy after seeing it, I think even on YouTube and on TikTok. And because it's affordable, I picked it up at Ulta. And because it says that it's a serum foundation, that in my mind makes me think of very light, natural coverage, makes me think moisturizing for some reason. This was none of that on my skin. This looked so horrible and dry and cakey on me. I have thought about doing some video footage applying this again to my face, but I just didn't want to do it because I knew it was going to look awful and I was gonna have to wash it all off. I couldn't go out with this because especially now in the winter time, my skin is so dry and this just was so cakey and dry on my skin. I saw this on so many other videos that made me want to purchase it, looking so pretty and luminous, but not on me. This was just drying and caking, not attractive at all. This next product is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush. And I thought it looked so incredibly pretty, but this blush is just so luminous for one. And then also I found it very difficult to apply. This seemed to just like stick on the area of my cheek where the brush first went down, and then it was hard to blend it out. And to me, this is just like over the top, like shimmery. I like a little bit of highlighter like the next person, but this was just too much. And the fact that it was patchy and then so shimmery and glowy, it just does not work for me. I did read a lot of the reviews on the Sephora website after I tried this and didn't like it and wanted to see if I was the only one. But most of the reviews were very good reviews, but I have a feeling they were done by younger women, and maybe it's just the texture of my skin that makes this hard to blend. But the fact that it just was hard to blend and then just so luminous made this a definite fail for me. The next fail, this is the Slather Topicals. This is the exfoliating body serum. There is retinol, lactic acid, urea, and squalane, so it sounds really good. But the main reason I just really dislike this product is that the smell really bothers me. Now, it's not a fragrance that they add. I think it's just the scent of the ingredients, but oh my gosh, it is so off-putting to me. It kind of smells like sour milk or like bad cottage cheese or something. Like, that's what it reminds me of. Oh, I hate it. So I did not use this consistently enough to see improvements in my skin, and I'm trying not to waste it because it's not cheap either. I'm not usually really bothered by fragrances, but for whatever reason, this scent really, I just do not like it. And if I had it on my chest or, you know, shoulder, anywhere that I could really smell it, it just really bothered me. So this could work really well and give you really good results on your skin if you used it consistently, but I just can't because I just really do not like the scent. This is the Babe Lash Essential Serum, and this did absolutely nothing for me. I went through an entire tube and nothing. Usually for me with eyelash growth serums, if they are going to work, by about like 2 to 3 weeks, I'm starting to see some improvement. And at like 4 weeks, I can definitely tell a difference if it's working. This did absolutely nothing for me. And this has actually got some really good reviews and people really swear by this, but it just must be my chemistry or whatever that it doesn't work to grow my eyelashes at all. The next product that I tried was this is the Wave Spray. Now look how much I used up. I gave it a good college try on trying to make this product work for me. And I will say that I did buy this before I found my beloved K18 Astro Lift. But they claim that this is hydrating, will add like natural beachy texture, control frizz, like all good things. But what this does for my hair is it makes it crunchy. First of all, like, do you remember like mousse or hair gel when it feels crunchy? So that's what this does. And then if I comb or brush through my hair, it just looks completely frizzy and dry. I don't get the natural beachy texture. I get frizzy dryness when I use this. And oh my goodness, did I try to make this work, because the one positive about this is that this smells really good. It's got a really pretty scent. So I wanted to love it, but it does not work with my hair. It just makes it drier and frizzier without giving me any like beachy texture at all. The next product, this is the Fenty hair. This is the Comeback Kid. And they claim that this will improve 75% of the damage of your hair if used as like a conditioner. So I'm kind of on this journey to get my hair as healthy as possible, and wanted to give this a try because, again, I saw this all over like social media that I was influenced to try it. Now, I will say this is not a horrible product, but I know it's not right for my fine thin hair. This just tends to really weigh it down. It just did not have much volume on the days that I would try this. So to me, this is really just a conditioner. I didn't see any drastic improvements in like the strength of my hair or just like the condition of my hair. I just feel like it's a conditioner. And I will say though that I love the scent of this, and that's why I'm going to try to even use it up just on my ends, just because I enjoy that fragrance so much when I'm in the shower. It's a really, really pretty fragrance. Really, really nice. But I think it's just a little too heavy for my hair. And they even say if your hair is thicker, you can use this as a leave-in. Oh my goodness, if I ever did that, I would look like a complete grease ball with just like flat to my head hair. So I love the scent of this, and I'll probably try to use it up just because I enjoy the fragrance so much, but I think it's just too heavy for my fine thin hair. Now this is the Lumify Eye Illuminations Lash and Brow Serum. And I love Lumify. I think it is an amazing product for making your eyes look bright and white. So I love that product. So when they came out with this, I was really excited to try it. Now it's very different because the applicator for this eyelash growth serum, as you can see, is a doe foot. I have to say I didn't like the application with that doe foot. I felt like it just applied a lot of product, where I think I preferred the thin little brushes that most growth serums have. But if this had worked, I would have just dealt with the doe foot applicator. But using this for a couple of months, I saw no improvement at all. I can see I've still got some product left in here. I don't know, maybe I could try it on my eyebrows to see if it does anything, but I was not impressed with the growth for my eyelashes, so this was definitely a fail. The next product is the Laura Geller. This is the Wonder Balm, and this is the shade Nice and Natural, and I still don't really understand this product. It's just like a greasy highlighter that you're supposed to add over your makeup, and I just don't get it. I don't know, am I missing something? Do any of you have this and love this, and you have a way that you wear it and use it and you really love how it turns out? I just don't understand this product at all. It's just very greasy. If you put it on your cheeks after your makeup is done, it just feels heavy and greasy, and I just don't like the feel of it. So I love so many Laura Geller products, but this one of hers I do not love at all, and I just really don't understand it. Another Laura Geller product that was a fail for me, this is her cold cream. It's a makeup removing cleanser, and it's supposed to be modeled after the old school like Pond's cold cream that our grandmothers used to put on to take off their makeup and then take tissues to remove. So it's supposed to be like that. And at first I thought I didn't like it because I thought I just didn't like that way of removing my makeup. But then when I tried to use this up, I realized that it just really was not doing a very good job removing my makeup. And to test that, after using this, I went over my face with a toner pad just to see if there was, more makeup and dirt, and there was. So I never have had that issue when I use a regular double cleanse with like a cleansing balm and then my cleanser. I just don't think it works as well, but if you like the cold cream and taking it off with even just a washcloth, if you like that, maybe you would like this, but I just didn't think it was that great, so this one was a fail for me. Now this is the NYX Blade and Shade Eyebrow Pencil, and so many people love this, and I wanted to try it because it's drugstore, affordable, you know, and I know a lot of you have even said that you like this one. Did I maybe get a bad one that this is so hard and I have to rake this over my skin and no color comes off at all? And sometimes pushing so hard, then the tip would break off. I don't understand it. What am I missing with this eyebrow pencil? Maybe I just get a bad one? Because I don't think it should hurt when you have to put your eyebrow pencil on. And this one does, because I have to press so hard to try to get some color payoff, and it doesn't work. So this NYX Blade and Shade was definitely a big fail for me. This next product is the E.L.F. This is the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour. This did not work for me at all. This showed every bit of texture on my skin, where I've never had that issue with bronzer before. And even my cheeks are not an area of bad texture. I have a lot of texture on my chin, and I know that, but my cheeks are usually, it doesn't bother me at all, but this seemed to make the texture even on my cheeks look really bad. And maybe the shade is not right for me, and that could be my own fault, but I just look dirty when I have this on. It doesn't look like, oh, she's pretty, she's been back from vacation. It just looks like she's dirty. That's what this looks like on me. So luckily with E.L.F., you know, I didn't spend a lot of money on this one, and definitely glad that I didn't, because this was a fail. All right, and then the last product that I have here this is from Pacifica, and this is the Hydro Dew Slime, and you're probably like, what? This is a vegan mucin serum, and I was actually very excited to try this because I know the snail mucin serums are wildly popular and people love how hydrating they are, and it all sounds so good, but I just have a mental block that I cannot smear snail mucin on my face. I just can't do it. So I wanted to try this because if this acts like that, then I thought it might be good for my dry skin. But I think the reason that this is a fail for me is that I think the fragrance in here is what irritates my skin. I have rosacea, and a lot of the times I can wear fragranced products on my face and it's not an issue, but for whatever reason, this was really irritating to my skin. My cheeks got really red, and it just had that kind of burny feeling. So there's something in here that doesn't agree with me, but I think the idea of it sounds really nice. So if you don't have sensitive skin or sensitive to fragrances, this may be perfectly fine, and you may actually really like this serum, but I can't use it for whatever reason, and was actually really excited about this one. So I was kind of disappointed that it doesn't work for me, because I really did want to try a mucin that was not snail mucin. All right, that is it. Those are all of my fails. Did you have any similar results from using any of these products that I did? I always feel like there's something wrong with me when a product doesn't work right. I always blame myself that I must have done something wrong. So I am curious to hear if you've tried any of these and if they were fails for you too. But friends, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. Bye.